Buongiorno a tutti e
Okay then, good
benvenuti al nostro
afternoon.
evento The
I'd like
Sensation
to
Sistem
talk
Air,
about this new
evento che fa
sensation,
da
and I'm doing
cappello
this
a
by
quello che è il nostro
launching a
primo anno di
jingle.
attività e di azienda. Adesso vi voglio portare subito a vivere questa nostra nuova sensazione e lo voglio fare lanciando una sigla.
Very well, thank you so much. Benvenuti, so welcome to all of you. Now, just one simple second to tell you what our sensation was. So, what has encouraged us to do all of this, and where the inspiration comes from to get to today's presentation. So, we are here today to share with you an opportunity. So, an opportunity in terms of products coming from our very specific industry. It's very important to understand where we started from. Now, centralized aspiration systems have been around for many, many years, but in our opinion, this system has never been interpreted in the right way. So our company is now communicating to the rest of the world the real exclusive value that this product has today. So as you can see from our slides, so I'm sure you understand what I'm telling you, especially those of you who have allergies, if you are sick or ill, or if you have respiratory problems. Now, this means that we don't only have to forget about, people already having some health issues. I think we can all enjoy a better life in a better environment, and we can really live in, homes or apartments which are not only healthy but also clean. Exactly, clean. So, cleaning is, of course, one of the best, if you will, prevention measures. Now, cleaning an environment, in our own opinion, in the past years, has never been interpreted in the right way, as I said before. When we design today, when we build something today, well, I think we have just a couple of fundamental ideas that we have to go through. First and foremost, we have to comply with the general regulations. Once again, we have laws, we have the regulatory framework that we have to comply with, but we also have to build a nice environment that has to be nice and healthy to see. When an environment is designed and then built, we never think of cleaning it. So in the common, mindset, in the habits of people, cleaning activities will come later. So people say, okay, I will build now my house, I will purchase an apartment, I want it nice and modern, I will save energy, and then I will have to comply with the, regulations. Then, cleaning activities, well, yes, I will be thinking about this later. Well, in our opinion, I think that, cleaning activities, well, this is something we have to think or design right away, because cleaning, this is something we do every single day. I'm talking about different environments. I'm talking about the house, the home, and apartments, schools, hospitals, public environments. So as Mr. Settimo says, he's an expert in healthy buildings. He says that health doesn't start from hospitals. Health starts from schools, our own apartments, and professional environments. Now, this being said, what's the main target of my presentation? Well, we have to pay attention to some mass media concepts, which is something we can see around us today. cleaning doesn't seem to be a top quality thing. People think that cleaning has to be comfortable, cheap. So if I built, a usual vacuum cleaner with a cable or with battery, well, you have to think that all of these products, which are basically household appliances now, I don't want to tell you if they have high quality or low quality. Anyway, those products just recirculate the air that I aspirate. What does this mean? Well, this means that I inhale the air that's been polluted by the dust that vacuum cleaners recirculate in the same environment. So we think that, a centralized vacuum or aspiration system is the only system in the world to clean an environment without recirculating dusts and microdusts. Now, this being said, we have to admit then when it was first created, 40 years ago, there was a flexible hose and then, a vacuum cleaner that followed you in our apartments and houses. Well, that was a big innovation, a big step forward, because I remember that, the centralized system is very powerful. It contains dust, so the air is sent out. So today we can do something better. The centralized systems today are seen as something which are no longer convenient. So let me introduce the real innovations, the real sensation. And this is why our event name is Sensation. I'd like to do this with a provocation for you. I'd like to tell you that we are very practical today. Please enjoy this video. I can tell you that vacuum cleaning is now a so-called drawer product. In the drawer, I can get the broom. So this is very light, 100, 200, maybe 300 grams. And then I can clean around my home. This is lighter than any other, vacuum cleaner. Apart from lightness, also the space of a single broom when it's time to recover it. You don't have to think of a place where you have to put the hose that you use for cleaning. So you put it where you have space. So let me tell you how the system works. So the system has basically a broom. This means that we are really getting the so-called sensation, which is the presentation of our new system. Let me do this with a video. Now, in the video, you can really see how easy this is. The new system is. Now, as you can see, the hose comes directly from the aspiration door. I switch the system on and I start vacuuming. So what about the length of the hose? Well, I can just pull until reaching the furthest areas. So there's another, inlet positioning concept. I need one only and I can reach the four corners of my apartment. As you can see, the hose is then, re-aspirated inside the wall, and they will then close the little door and the system switches off. So we can say that we have built an entire system, and the system allows me not to, drag a hose inside my home. This is the very first part of our sensation, so the first advantage. So from this principle, we are a Sistem Air. Now, don't forget, the Sistem Air is the company that has the broadest range of products in the world. Our catalog allows you to develop systems at home from 30 square meters to huge shopping malls. We do this with 99% made in Italy products. So we are makers, producers, but I think we can also say we are innovators. So we have solved, the practicity problem, or we need to have the right power. We don't want to recirculate the micro dust, so we needed to have the perfect system air solution. As you can see here, this is what we are doing. So we have created made in system air products. So this made in system air product, well, let me tell you more. Let me give you some insights. For you here in the room, I also would like to thank all of our guests, hundreds of them connected from the four corners of the world. This is a major innovation, and this means style and quality. Let's do this with another short video. Now, in this video, you can understand right away what we are talking about. This is the box that we built into the wall. So we stopped the video here because this product that you can find in around the world today, as you can see here in the red image, the depth is 106 millimeters. So it can be built into a thick wall. If you have a partition, well, this may be a problem. The vertical part is 21 centimeters. So with the very first innovation of the product, we kept it down to 86 millimeters. And within 86 millimeters, we also have the finishing plate and 169 millimeters height. This is a big, very big innovation in terms of minimizing the product. Let's continue with our video because you can see here many other important aspects concerning the installation phase. What you can see here is the very first step. So when I make a system, I can make the system with a retractable hose, so retractable hose only, but I can also have hybrid systems. So I may find myself in the condition to have more than one electric cable. You may think it is weird for me to say so, but the systems around the world don't allow you to connect many cables, so you have to have dedicated boxes. In our system, we have created a specific box or case for cabling purposes, okay? So with all the space required for your cables. As you can see, we have up to 15 meters. This is the maximum length of the hose. Let me now share with you another piece of innovation. Now, so far, the retractable systems included switching on and switching off by using a button. For example, 2 meters, 5 meters, 8 meters. This is, what I need. Then I stop it and then I switch on the system. Today, you have this new option. This new optional system is available from our company, and you have the possibility to do the switch on and switch off directly from the handle of the broom, as you can see in a second. So I can switch it on, switch it off. I'm doing some cleaning, for example, the phone rings, I switch it off and I pick up the phone. Of course, this is important, especially when you have 15 meters. So the fact of switching on and switching off from the handle, this is very important, especially in those cases where the hose is 15 meters long. All the hose is out, so it's very convenient, to manage it right away. So you don't have to have the entire hose go back. For example, I have a 15-meter hose. The box is in the kitchen, but I am cleaning the bedroom. Okay, so I just switch it off, I pick up the phone, and then I will switch it on back again. So once again, we pay attention to all of the details that you may want to have. Can you see the plate? I mean, the box here. You also have the possibility to change the tilt. You can see here the holes in the video. Now, I know this is a concept that also happens in many other things, for example, electric cabinets and switches, but it didn't exist so far in the retractable systems. So once again, this plate, thanks to our System Air principle, you can make sure that you have the box in the right position. You can also see here the finishings or finishes. Now, this is something really, really unique because inside the 8mm fix, we've been able to create the right design. So with just an 8mm thickness, at the same time, we have generated the right level of robustness. So this is how the system works. This is a diagram. You know, when I stop the the hose, the entire system aspirates it back into the wall. Okay, so in a nutshell, this is the biggest innovation from System Air. Now, I haven't told you another important thing, and now, especially for people here in the room, you can touch the system. So this is what we have done. We built a very thin plastic door. Now, this plastic door is tight. I mean, it stays in vertical position after opening. When I close it, we have some little magnets, and thanks to the magnet, I mean, it stays closed. It is very robust thanks to another thing. We have built a metal-made cover. The cover is applied onto plastics. So I have an 8mm thick system, but when I touch it, I feel it is robust and sturdy. This is not a simple plastics door, it is a metal door. So great design, but at the same time, a major robustness. You also have a fantastic finish. This is brushed steel. On top, there's a special coating, and this means that you don't see fingerprints. You have three different colors available. So this one here that I really, really like, says brushed steel. You also have the second one, which is the white finish. This is the neutral white. So this one could have been made with plastics, but this is a steel plate painted in white. So top robustness all the time. And then we have a third one, which is a little unique, very special. The name is Pentagon. Of course, it is not delivered like this. I mean, this is a plate that we have created with a special dripping finish. This means it can be painted with any kind of product, water paint, synthetic paints, solvents, and it offers me the opportunity to customize backplates. Once again, this is made in plastics, but there's on top a steel plate. So these are the key features of the product. As for the box, now the unit or box, it is really, really a miniature box, very small, but very sturdy, very robust, thanks to the strengthening nerves that you can see all around the system. The part you see on the bottom, this is for electric cables. I may also want to introduce a very simple electronic card taking care of switching on and switching off directly from the handle of the broom. So thanks to this innovation, I can say we made a huge step forward. I have to say our company is strongly committed here in Italy, but also in the rest of the world, because we have partners who carry out our philosophy. They follow our guidelines. Centralized systems like this one, well, this is not just something temporary or fashionable. Now, this is the only system in the world that gives you the opportunity to clean without recirculating microdusts. I can't think of a project without the decentralized system. And I can also tell you that with this slide, that basically finds the right space dedicated to feelings or sensations. Thanks to this, our partners around the world that can test the product, please send a mail to sense@systemairgroup.com. What will we do with this? Well, we will ship, we will send samples. You will understand that the striking difference between the commercial products on the market on the one side and on the other side, you will see our product. I mean, the difference between them and us, because what we thought is working, especially on small details. Okay, then this is it. I think that was the time we wanted to have with you live this afternoon.
Detto questo, vorrei sentire se c'è qualche domanda in sala, se qualcuno vuole farmi qualche domanda.
Okay, let's see if we have questions from the room on the centralized system or the SEM system.
Possiamo proseguire dove avremo altre cose
lasciamo anche
importanti.
lo spazio alle domande per i nostri utenti connessi, perché se qualcuno
Okay,
in sala
so
ha
questions from the room, but
volentieri
also
gli utenti
questions
connessi
from
possono-
our Zoom friends.
Aspetti un
Aspetti,
secondo.
perché dobbiamo...
So the hose coming out of the door, is this bigger hose or is it the typical 50 millimeter hose?
No, allora,
Thank you for the question.
l'automazione
The
che c'è
hose you will find
inserita
inside the
all'interno del
wall,
muro
this is
è
a
un'automazione
dedicated pipe.
dedicata a un
So this
sistema
is especially
di
made
impianto
for a
retratile.
retractable
Ovviamente con un
system.
aspirapolvere
With the
centralizzato
traditional
tradizionale
centralized system,
utilizzo
you have
curve a
very
stretto raggio.
small curves. In
In un
a
sistema retrattile le curve
retractable
sono
system,
più ampie
curves
però
have
il
to be a little
diametro
bigger.
dell'automazione
Anyway,
risulta un
the
diametro
diameter is
standard. In
standard. In
questo
this
caso
case, it is
50,8
50.8
mm.
millimeters.
Abbiamo anche una domanda dal web. Ci
There's a
scrivono:
question from the
buongiorno,
web.
questo prodotto
Can
è
we
applicato
apply
agli
this
impianti già
product to
esistenti
existing
sostituendo solo
plants
la
just
scatola?
by replacing the box?
Allora, no.
I'd like to
Piacerebbe
say
dire di
yes,
sì,
but this
però
is
questo
not
non è
feasible
fattibile,
because
perché se
no, I
stiamo
don't
parlando,
know
adesso
where
io non
the
so la
question
domanda da
comes
dove
from,
arriva,
but
ma
if the
se la
question
domanda
comes
arriva
from
da
those
stati in cui le
states where
case vengono
people make
costruite in
homes
legno
in wood
o in
or
cartongesso,
plasterboard,
certo, è
well, it
possibile su un
is
impianto già
possible
predisposto con un
to
sistema
replace the
sostituirlo con
old
un
system
sistema
with
Sense,
Sense.
ma
But
se la presa
of course,
aspirante è
if the
stata
inlet
bucata,
is
no, non
inside
è
the
fattibile.
wall, I don't think this is possible.
Poi anche
Which
quale
kind of
sistema di
soundproof system
insonorizzazione si
can
può
we
fissare
have
per
for the hose?
l'automazione?
Is
Se
it
sono
necessary to
necessarie
have
particolari
special maintenance?
manutenzioni e
And
la
what
lunghezza
about the
massima del
maximum
tubo.
length of the hose?
Beh, allora parto
Okay,
dal
the
fondo perché la
easiest
cosa più
answer
facile è
is the
rispondere alla
maximum
lunghezza
length.
massima.
Now,
La
maximum
lunghezza
length
massima
of
del
the
tubo
hose
ovviamente
doesn't
non
exist.
esiste.
I mean,
Noi
we think
crediamo
that
che la
the
lunghezza
right
corretta
length for
per
a
un
system, I
impianto
mean, on
sia la
average
media,
is
quindi
from
9
9 to
metri,
12
12 metri
meters. This is
è
the
la
length
lunghezza
I
che io
recommend.
consiglio. Noi
In
a
the
catalogo
catalog,
arriviamo
you will
fino a
find
15
up to
metri, non
15
andrei
meters.
oltre
I
perché
wouldn't do
altrimenti poi
more than
diventa
this.
un
Otherwise, I
grosso
mean, it's
spintone
such a
che mi devo
long
portare dietro.
snake
Per
into my
quanto
house.
riguarda la
As
rumorosità,
for
la
the
rumorosità
noise,
è
well, there is
assolutamente
no
assente, quindi
noise at all.
non esiste perché
The only
l'unico rumore lo crea la
noise
centrale
is made by
aspirante che
the
normalmente è
central unit,
installata in
which
un
is usually
locale
installed
tecnico,
in a
quindi
technical
direi
room. So once
assolutamente
again,
poco del
noise
rumore
is
che non
not
esiste.
an issue.
Proseguiamo? Sì, prego. Claudio?
I don't know the extraction system, but there must be a system between.
Possiamo alzare un po' il volume del microfono del signore? Prego. Lo avvicini magari un po' di più.
Provo.
Sì, prego.
Okay, let me rephrase this. Which kind of tests have you carried out for tightness?
Il tubo in estrazione
Thank you so much for the question. It's very interesting. We build products and we usually think that what we do is clear to everyone, but sometimes we are mistaken. You are right. I mean, the system has to be tight. How can we offer it? Well, as we saw in the video before, we have a system that from the bottom goes upwards. So when the hose goes back into the inlet, there's a rubber joint and there's a piston that squeezes the sleeve between the top and the bottom. So air tightness is guaranteed. If I have a hybrid system and if I switch on, from another side, that inlet will absolutely be airtight with no leaks whatsoever. The major innovation is represented by the door, because the door has no rubber joint or gaskets. I may have, for example, a box that I have put by mistake 4 centimeters inside the wall. Well, I would have a nice final, picture or situation, and the inlet will be completely airtight. Anyway, I will now get a sample and circulate it. There's a final question. After the installation, what about the cables? Can we touch or adjust the cables in the box? Oh, yes, of course you can. If you want to reach the bottom of the box where you can find the cables, so you just have to unscrew or to loosen 2 screws inside. You remove the item, and then of course this area is accessible. Otherwise it would be a problem, because for example, if you had an electronic card, if it doesn't work, we may not be able to replace it. Let's say that this part on the bottom of the Sense has been specially designed so as to access the electric cables during the installation, so you have more room, more space, but also in those cases where maintenance is required, because you have all the space required for your hands, the tools, and okay, just to do maintenance to the electrical parts. Okay, this is it with the first part of the presentation. We also have a final jingle that we need to launch. Let's see if it works.
Okay.
So, this is our new Sense. We have a new era. Centralized systems can now be seen with other eyes. So in this case, there's been plenty of innovation. This product hasn't been shown to anyone so far. This product will be made available in our website in 30 minutes, and it will be made available in large quantities tomorrow. So the product is already available, it's already on the shelves, and it is now ready to be delivered. So if you want to have more information, just send us an email and you will be reached by our consultants and technicians. So they will tell you what the main features concerning the installation of our systems are. Okay, then thank you so much for this part. If you want to stay with us, we now have the second part. So we will now get, let's say, out of the of this presentation of this product. We will do something different, and I'd like to talk about, in general, the centralized aspiration system. Throughout the years, these systems have been seen as, innovation. But, every single product has a beginning and an end. This is not a product that is a real complete system, if you will. So no one will be able to do what, we can do in terms of cleaning. So our marketing, the biggest investment we are doing, which is, creating culture, leads us to a specific choice. You can see here 2 different brands. So this is not a restyled brand. So the logo you see in green This is our own logo, and this is the logo talking about the domestic system. So, domestic system air. What you can see on the right is the new brand that you don't really see in the market because this is very innovative. And in this case, I'm talking about the professional market. I have a couple of videos to share with you.
Proviamo a lanciare il primo video di sinistra per cortesia.
Can we have the first video, please?
Se la regia mi segue, ce l'ha fatto. Ecco. Quindi questo è il nostro modo di parlare di aspirapolvere.
So this is the centralized system inside your home. Just enjoy the video, but also the reaction or the certification we want to get. Okay, so the so-called domestic system is health. I protect me, myself, my family, and the most important people for me. So system air, domestic system air, this means healthy air, so cleaning and clean air. So the world needs us thanks to the culture we have created in the past years. The world doesn't understand that the centralized system can be something different. Look at this video having to do with the professional industrial sector. Systems won't be like this. 50,000 square meters. So this is a big supplier of second-hand cars. They do the reconditioning, then they are resold around the world with 2 years guarantee. This is 50,000 square meters. So they use our system for the workshop, the shop floor, and then all the way to cleaning the interiors. So from here, they make something like 400 cars a day. And look what happens now. So once again, when I, brush the metal, I will be able to recover the dust. So once again, this is very practical. The application comes from the with motorized rewinders. Okay, so I need the hose. I close or end my cleaning activity, and then it will go up back into the countertop. Once again, the rewinder starts, and then of course the hose moves back into the countertop. So we can now have the virtual photography panel, and then it's the composition on the product being sold. Now, all the industrial systems are not always like this one, but we tried to create the two different things. The domestic systems, the main principle is the quality and the health of air. On the other side, you have the industrial applications. Industrial applications are very special, but once again, no one thinks to connect, if you will, the centralized system to the problem that companies have. I have just a couple of key numbers, then I have a list of references. System Air produces around 15,000 domestic appliances a year. and 400, 500 industrial systems a year. The number of industrial systems we make is a very, very small number. But of course, these are completely different needs. I mean, civil customers or the so-called domestic or home appliance system. Of course, people want to improve, their, apartments or houses. In companies, the needs are completely different. So with the slides that you can see now, so this is just to make sure you understand all what we can do with centralized systems. Just think of hotels. Hotels today spend quite a lot of money for cleaning equipment, but the centralized system is the only one. The hotel is the only professional application, which is a mix between, the quality of cleaning, but at the same time, efficiency or even effectiveness of use. So it's just like a company, but at the same time, they have to guarantee cleaning. I think the same happens to schools. So I want my child to be in an environment where everything is clean, and the same goes for hospitals. Hospitals, in my opinion, should be a 5-star hotel. If I am sick and if I get into a hospital, once again, I do hope this is just like a hotel. I mean, I want a clean environment. And sometimes in hospitals, I mean, you can get some diseases also because of the lack of, cleanliness. The first thing to do when you come back home is that you clean your hands, because our mind tells us that cleaning has to do with health and vice versa. But in terms of project, when we build a home, we never think of health, or maybe we think of other things. This is the task we have. We need to, disseminate, once again, disseminate this concept. So the same goes for, hospitals, clinics. These environments have to be very clean, just like, a dental practice. There's plenty of dust, and they, aspirate with portable, vacuum systems. But of course, it doesn't work. I mean, you would need special filters and special, motors. Once again, another, application from a company. And then in the food business now, this is a big, big business, because, in food, cleaning seems never to be enough. So with our systems, you clean and you do not recirculate the dust. This is the real value added. I've shown you the automotive system. This is for tire makers. This is a shoemaking company. This is a furniture making company. Let's say that this is to make sure you understand that in this, sector, it can be liquid, it can be dust. So companies will be able to solve the customer's problem. So much so that, as you can see here, we have a 360-degree service. Now, of course, our design cabinet cannot design a centralized vacuum system of a hospital or a company or a clinic. Of course, they don't have the right skills. But, our staff, our team are available for all what concerns the idea, the project, the motivation, the calculation of costs, so all what it takes, all the way to, let's say, helping the installer. Because, every system made by System Air has to be protected and guaranteed. So we've been doing this for 30 years now. Well, we strive to do this, but results are perfect. Okay, this is what I wanted to share with you today.
Spazio dedicato a voi, se avete dubbi o qualcosa da chiedere.
Okay, let's see if you have questions before sipping some coffee.
Possiamo parlare nel dettaglio, possiamo rispondere a particolari domande, però intanto se c'è qualche
Okay, let's see if there's a burning question
ecco qui.
before breaking up.
È difficile per me, chiedo scusa, è difficile per me 30 anni d'azienda.
It's difficult for me to, after 30 years, to share with you a brief presentation. I come here and, having a presentation for the rest of the world. Of course, I need to talk about my products. I'm not talking about only a product. I'm really talking about 350 pages, which is all the pages of our catalog. So we manage the entire stock in our warehouse. For example, here in Italy, we have 960 customers. Those customers order every single day, so we deliver products within 48 hours. So just imagine the effort we are doing in this company. So being here today, just talking about, this system, instead of product, it would be much easier for me to talk about a product instead of a system. But I think that this is the real big step forward. I mean, we absolutely need to understand that, of course, I know sometimes we want to reduce pollution inside our cities, but what is even more important is the air I breathe in my environments, where I spend 90% of my time. Because today, we live 90% of our daily, time in, let's say, indoor environments. Let's see if we have some burning questions from the web. No, everything seems to be very clear. Okay, so this is it. I really would like to thank all of you. Thank you so much for your time and for your interest. Okay, so let's start from here. So let's start working. Please put us to the test. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Goodbye.